24 hours ago, this was the scene of a tragedy. What we knew last night is that a teenager was dead after landing on the 10 freeway in Indio. Tonight, we know more about the tragedy. It's an event that is affecting the entire community. The teenager has been identified as 15-year-old Elizabeth Castro Leon of Indio. She was spotted on the Jackson Street overpass, but police say it's still not clear why or how she ended up in the lanes of speeding traffic below.
Now, in addition to the loss her family and friends are suffering, drivers on the 10 are also dealing with this tragedy. And one of them, a truck driver, has moved on from the scene, literally, but he encountered a lot on his mind today as he continues to live with this event. Kitty Alvarado live tonight in India with more for us. Kitty.
I'm on the eastbound lanes of the 10 freeway just on the shoulder, and if you take a look behind me, you can see the Jackson Street overpass, and here is where a truck driver from Florida pulled over his truck after noticing he struck something. He says he's still in shock after realizing what he hit was a person and devastated after finding out it was a young girl.
It's going to take me a long time to get over what I've seen.
Dennis Blankenship is still reeling after running over the body of a 15-year-old Indio High School student on the 10 freeway near the Jackson overpass.
I don't know that I'll ever be the same again.
At around 5:30, he says he was on his regular route delivering produce to Florida when he hit something.
As I went under the overpass, I went to get into the far right lane and struck something laying in the road, which I thought was an animal or something. And I noticed that there was a boot further up the road. At that point in time, I thought, oh my gosh, I think it was a person.
He says he pulled over, grabbed a flashlight, and ran back to the scene as his fiancee called 911.
I had my flashlight out there trying to detour traffic to keep them from running over, and they just kept on and kept on. I couldn't stop traffic from hitting her.
Then he says he noticed papers flying everywhere and a backpack. When he picked them up, his heart sank.
I've got two little girls of my own, and when we seen the homework and everything, and her name on the paperwork, it just struck it home. I mean, devastating.
The Riverside County coroner has identified the teenager as Elizabeth Castro Leon. The CHP says people spotted her on the Jackson Street overpass, and they're trying to figure out how she ended up on the 10 freeway. And the drivers aren't at fault.
Nobody's been arrested. It's really just a very tragic, unfortunate event. And these drivers, it doesn't appear that they had a choice or a chance to avoid this.
Blankenship says he wants people to know he was not the person who initially struck Leon and feels for the family.
My prayers go out to the family. I couldn't imagine that being my child or the family and everything. It's just heartbreaking.
The CHP is asking anyone who saw this incident to contact them immediately. Reporting live from Indio, Kitty Alvarado, KMIR News.